Hi guys, welcome to Cup of Teach. This time we're going to discuss characteristics, strengths, weaknesses, kinds of quantitative research. A quantitative research is also known as empirical research. A quantitative research is a structured way of collecting data and analyzing it to draw conclusions. Unlike qualitative methods, this method uses a computational and statistical process to collect and analyze data. Quantitative data is all about numbers. Quantitative research is also involved a larger population. More people means more data. With more data to analyze, you can obtain more accurate results. This method uses close-ended questions because the researchers are typically looking to gather statistical data. Online surveys, questionnaires, and polls are preferably data collection tools used in quantitative research. There are various methods of deploying surveys or questionnaires. Online surveys allows survey creators to reach large amount of people or smaller focus groups for different types of research that meet different goals. Survey respondents can receive survey on cell phones, in emails, or can simply use the internet to access surveys. Characteristics of quantitative research. The data is usually gathered using structured research instruments. The results are based on larger sample sizes that are representative of the population. The research study can usually be replicated or repeated, given its high reliability. Researcher has a clearly defined research question to which objective answers are sought. All aspects of the study are carefully designed before data is collected. Data are in the form of numbers and statistics, often arranged in table, chart, figures, or other non-textual forms. Project can be used to generalize concepts more widely, predict future results, or investigate causal relationships. Researcher uses tools such as questionnaire or computer software to collect numerical data. The overarching aim of quantitative research study is to classify features, count them, and construct statistical models to explain what is observed. Strengths and weaknesses of quantitative research. Strengths. Data collection using quantitative design is relatively faster and easier to do. It is especially useful given a large sample or population because it could speedily generate accurate, precise, and credible results. Data analysis is done using statistical software, which is proven more effective in validating constructed hypotheses and theories. The results are randomly selected and are not in any way known or related to the researchers. The study is also replicable and the instruments used may be reused. Weaknesses. The statistical aspect of quantitative study may be too technical for the average readers to comprehend. It is too much emphasis on the statistical significance, disregarding the importance of the effect involved in the study. The result may be too abstract and extensive. The result of the study may also be too limited as they only provide numerical interpretations rather than detailed narrative accounts of an individual's insights. Kinds of quantitative research, non-experimental and experimental. Under non-experimental, descriptive and correlational. Under experimental, true experimental and quasi-experimental. Non-experimental research. This kind of research allows the researcher to either describe a situation or phenomenon or the relationship between two or more variables without any interference from the proponent. Kind, descriptive. Descriptive is when the researcher observes and describe a phenomenon and collect data on it. Goal: to observe and report on a certain phenomenon. Variables and experimental manipulation. Variables are measured as they occur. Experimental manipulation is not used. Data collection technique. Questionnaire and observation. Sample title: Assessing nurses' attitudes toward death and caring for dying patients in the Comprehensive Cancer Center in the Philippines. And survey of the students who are interested in mathematics. Another kind of non-experimental research is correlational. Correlational is when the researcher looks at the relationship between variables but does not control the variables. Goal: to determine the nature of the relationship between variables without looking into the cause. Variables and experimental manipulation. Variables are measured as they occur. Experimental manipulation is not used. Data collection technique, questionnaire, test, and observation. Sample title: The relationship between service quality and customer satisfaction in the telecommunication industry, evidence from the Philippines. An investigation that focuses on the relationship between the number of hours of television watching and grade point average. Experimental research. This kind of research is centrally concerned with constructing research that is high in causal internal validity. Kind: true experimental. This research is when the researcher uses the scientific method to determine a cause and effect relationship between variables. Goal: to establish cause and effect relationships. Variables and experimental manipulation. Experimental manipulation is used. Intact groups are not used. Individual subjects are randomly assigned to the treatment and control groups. Data collection technique, test. Sample title: Effects of mobile technology use on walking. The effect of preschool language program on the language skills of inner city children. Another kind of experimental research is quasi-experimental. Quasi-experimental is when a researcher is looking for cause and effect relationships between variables. Goal: to estimate the causal impact of an intervention on its target population without random assignment. Variables and experimental manipulation. Experimental manipulation may have limited use. Intact groups are used. Individual subjects are randomly assigned to the treatment and control groups. Data collection technique, test. Sample title: The impact of smoking bans on smoking and consumer behavior. Quasi-experimental evidence from Philippines. The effect of reading programs to students' comprehension.
Thank you for watching. That's it for this video. If you learned something here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Cup of Teach. See you on the next lesson. Bye!